Good morning. Tuesday. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday, but it definitely is Tuesday. Onto our English straight away here. Hopefully you're enjoying the slight change in our English this week. Let's have a look. I do now first. Verb forms. I ain't eaten or I haven't eaten. It should be I haven't eaten. You isn't ready. I've not given you an option with this one. I want you to work out what it is. It should be you aren't ready. Use a verb form of throw for Dave his ball every day. You could have Dave throws his ball every day, present tense. Or you could have Dave threw his ball every day, past tense. So sometimes you can have more than one possible answer with these. Use a verb form of teach for Mr. Cooper me how to dance. The amount of times I hear people say, he teached me. No. I've never teached anybody. I've taught people. Teached is not no. So Mr. Cooper taught me how to dance. I should have finished that sentence off with amazing dance moves, but I didn't. Apostrophes, which is correct. Now, little bit of a trap for children. That's right, I can trap children even when I'm not in the classroom. You're going to hate me for this. Technically, both of those... Oh, wait, hang on. No, I haven't tricked you. Sorry, I thought I had. No, it is a tricky one, though. So, at first glance, it looks like both of them could be correct. Because you can have lots of players, and you can have just one players. But it's the word next to it. So the apostrophe is correct, but it's not correct in this sentence. You can't have one shirt for all the players. The player's shirt was dirty. That's like a football team all having one shirt. So yes, the apostrophe is correct, but the actual word afterwards isn't. You don't have one shirt for all the players. You can, though, have lots of shirts for one player. So the player's shirts were dirty. So it might be that all his training kit and all his, cricket whites, all of his shirts are dirty. If that said shirts, then both of them would be correct. You must be hating me right now. That's why I do the job. What type of apostrophe is this? I've only had 2 sausages. Well, it's a contractive, isn't it? It's shortening I have. It's omitting the H and the A for that one. And then correct, Mrs. Croft's book was so good, she didn't put it down. So we've got a correct apostrophe there. That one doesn't need touching. But you need a singular possessive apostrophe because the book belongs to Mrs. Croft. So you need one after the T in there. Quick look at commas. Mr. Cooper made a sandwich with ham, cheese, pickle and crisps. Now, there are 2 things you could do here. I'm trying to point it out to you. I'm really stretching my brain trying to think of examples that can catch you out. You could have put ham, comma, cheese, comma, pickle, comma, and crisps. You could not have had cheese pickle. Cheese pickle is not a thing. Okay? So it is ham. Woo. Ham, cheese, pickle, and crisps. Okay? Now, actually, the comma after the pickle is one that is questionable. Because actually, it's a comma with an and when there's another independent clause afterwards. It's just the word crisps. So you do not actually have a comma after there. Some people do. Some people in the list do just list with a comma and then that. But actually, you don't need a comma before the and because that's not an independent clause. So it's not actually working. That's not working as a coordinating conjunction to link 2 main clauses. Okay? So you can just put ham, cheese, pickle and crisps. So comma, pickle and crisps. Okay? If you have, it's fine. It's one of those that's kind of used as long as you're consistent with it. If you do it all the time, then fine. With one eye barely open, Dave took a step forward. Now you can read that and hear the front of the verbial, can't you? If your intonation. With one eye barely open, comma, and then obviously full stop. I haven't, replied Davina. So a comma should go after the T, just there, but still within the speech marks to show there's my speech clause, essentially, followed by my reported clause. Sorry. So it's to show it's not the end of the sentence. All right? Lovely. On to our task for today. So, same as yesterday, revisiting some writing features. And so yesterday we were having a recap of something, well, let's be honest, from September week 1 and also from year 3 and 4. So, that's my clear expectation there. That should be sorted. You should have been confident with that. We've done loads of those. And we're going to move on to front adverbials, which again is a year 4 objective. Something you would have looked at in year 4. Something I definitely taught in year 4 in my other school. And I know Miss Carline did a lot of work with you with this. So this again is something that should already be ingrained within your writing. But I will admit, I've not seen a lot of in some of our writing that's been sent. So, I've given you a little clarifying here. Obviously selecting the appropriate adverbial, so you've got to make sure it makes sense. Punctuate it, you need your comma. And then don't forget, we use tramp, and also ly words, ed words, and even similes. Because ly words can be, for example, can be manner, so how you do something. Ed, so again, that can be manner, so like tired, I did this. And then similes can also be manner. So there's a lot of manner ones that you can use with those. Here is just a little reminder, okay? And actually a bit of help for anyone at home if you're trying to explain it to somebody else. So tramp just stands for time, reason, manner and place, which we all know. These are simply some ideas, and actually very simple ideas. Okay, we can we get loads more of than that in class, don't we? What I want for you to require fine is have a look at this image. You can zoom in for it. You can have a closer look. You can get it right up there. Have a look at some detail. There you go, have it like that. Right, 3. Now, I was really hard trying to explain this in a sentence, but I wanted to make it clear. I want you to write 3 time, 3 reason, 3 manner, and 3 place front adverbials. So 3, 6, 9, 12 altogether. Okay? And don't forget to write the main clause as well. You are not writing a story. These can be 12 discrete, separate sentences, but they just about this picture. So, for example, if it was time, you could borrow. To be fair, that first one's decent. You could argue, you could say that's just before dawn. So just before dawn, comma. Maybe he's a walker, maybe he's a sailor or a fisherman. Let's go fisherman. Just before dawn, comma. The fisherman woke, ready for his day. Full stop. Might have another time. As the storm. Let's have. Maybe you could have as the sun set. Maybe it's a sunset. Maybe it's a storm coming. As the storm loomed ahead. Well, that's time, isn't it? Oh, is that place? Could be. No, that's probably more place, isn't it? I'm just thinking out loud now. As the storm loomed ahead, that's probably place. So have a little think. Don't forget, reason is sometimes the trickiest one. So like this one here, because he was thinking, the fisherman, because he was staring at the sea, the fisherman was lost in his thoughts. Okay, so have a little think. I think the reason and the manner, the time and the place ones, you guys can do really quick. So I'd probably start on those ones, and then go on to the reason and manner. Don't forget, try and do a simile. A simile could be good for manner, as he does something or like something, but it doesn't have to be him. It can be the storm, it could be the sea, it could be the islands. You could describe anything in that picture. And then your practice apply is quite simply, when you're done with those sentences, can you extend them? So I can't remember what my first one was now. I should have written it down. As the sun at sunrise, the fisherman was ready for his day. That would be my. So I've got my front of it. I'll tell you what, I'll write it down. If you understand what you need to do, you can pause there. But if you just need a little bit of extra, I'll show you. So what did I put? I said at sunrise, the fisherman is ready for his day. Okay, so here is your fronted adverbial. It's your time fronted adverbial. Here, you've got your main clause. You know a main clause or an independent clause, a sentence, simple sentence, is a subject and a verb. The subject's the fisherman. He was ready. So you could actually just have the fisherman was ready. So once you've done that, you'll practice apply. I want you to add something onto the end here. Maybe it's an and or a but. Maybe it's a subordinate. Maybe it's a subordinate conjunction. So because maybe you don't need commas for those ones if it's subordinate clause at the end. Maybe it's as. Okay, so just go through your sentences and just make sure you can extend the sentence. Job done, guys. Fantastic. This should not be anything new for you here. None of this week is new. It's just a recap of your standards. Okay, so have a go. You've got your picture there. Go for it.